Hi Collective, welcome back for another channeled message of what Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a returning star family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo, and we're going to dive into the energies. Be sure to hit the like button so you can dive into the energies with me. First, we're going to cleanse and set the space, call in Spirit as always. And our messages early this morning is when this is being recorded are having to do with spiritual warfare, y'all. That's something that y'all been requesting the most of, okay? All right. So just a heads up, if you're new, everything that I do is infused with holy fire Reiki. If that's something that you're interested in, all you got to do is say, Spirit, I'm open and willing to receive. If not, you ain't got to make a big deal about it. You just say, Spirit, I respectfully decline, okay? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. All right. So if you see me looking around in different places, I've got TikTok right here and Instagram over here. How y'all doing? Welcome. We're getting a good burn. There we go. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Cleanse my energy. Good juju for me. All that icky stuff that you accumulated over the week, we're going to release that. If you just must have it, you can pick it up when you leave here, okay? But we don't want it. So we're going to cleanse it. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's going on? All right, let's get some Palo Santo. Oh, y'all, this is ashen. Just heard from dust to dust. Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you, Tom's 10. I see you. I see you. What's going on, y'all? All right. Oh, yeah, we got a good burn on the Palo Santo. Y'all ready to protect? So we cleansed. Let's protect. Protect your energy. Good juju for you. Protect my energy. Good juju for me. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. She says, bien, y tú? Muy bien, gracias. Thank you for being here. All right. We're going to call in Spirit now, okay? God, Source, Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, council of light, ascended masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher. I ask that you shield us in a holy, divine, white light of protection. Shield our space, our energy, and this stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and it is not allowed here. Spirit, I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling the best and highest messages for the collective during this time supposed to be. Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all, here we go. Y'all ready? This is a what comes up, what comes out. Y'all really been requesting some messages about spiritual warfare, what's going on with that. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Y'all know the drill. You know the drill. But for you newbies and for the ignorant pick-me's in the chat, I will give my spiel. Okay? I read feminine energy is she and masculine energy is he. It's personifying the energy. Swap the roles to how you see fit. Okay? Time is fluid. I can say it happened yesterday, but it hadn't happened yet. You know your situation way better than I do. You put your peoples and your timelines where they go. Okay? Like I said, take what resonates and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm not responsible for any of the decisions and actions that you take after this reading. You are a grown-ass adult. Use your discernment. We're on our woke shit over here. Nothing new age, modern woke shit. This is the ancient woke shit, okay? All right. Best and highest message here for the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? What comes up, comes out. Hey, thank y'all for helping me raise the vibration. I'm sending all that love and light back to you, Tom's 10. Hey. Best and highest message of Spirit. What's just in the energy? What's just in the energy? Oh, shit, they flying out already, y'all. Y'all aren't lying. Patience is needed. It doesn't happen overnight. Water the garden and allow it to grow. Trust in divine timing. Good things take time. Building a solid foundation, okay? So Spirit wants you to be patient. It's coming. This is something that's going to stand the test of time, whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're investing into, okay? What else is here, Spirit? Best and highest messages. How y'all doing? Welcome. Cleanse your energy. Yeah, y'all weren't lying. Y'all dealing with some ish. You got peoples coming and trying to test your spiritual gangster. Libra energy is here. Patience is needed. Cleanse your energy. Libra energy. That's about karma, relationships, duality, balance. Positive vibes, the universe has your back. 1111 and 222. Maybe you're seeing a lot of those numbers, okay? So Spirit's coming through and saying, yeah, be patient with something. Don't give up on it. Take a deep breath. Maybe you need to take a back seat, back off of something, okay? But whatever it is, the universe has your back, okay? God hired me. Who gonna fire me? That's right. God hired you. Who's gonna fire you? Whoever this person is, mucking up your energy, not them. They don't have the spiritual ranking. 222. It means keep your thoughts positive. The universe has your back. Whether it's negative thoughts or positive thoughts, it's an energy. So if you're in the energy and you're putting out icky energy, you're going to attract more of that icky energy. If you're in a high vibration and you're trying to stay positive, that's what you're going to attract. 888 is abundance, infinite possibilities. But you can have infinite icky, negative possibilities if your energy ain't right. Okay? Icky energy. Yeah, negative, icky. You ever felt icky before? All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages. What else is here? Sheer will, resilience, inner strength, spiritual warrior, facing fears, doubts, and the unknown, going for it. I can, I will, join me or watch me, get the fuck about my way, homie, because I'm coming for it. Never give up, willpower, strength, okay? So you're being committed for your resilience, your strength, the way that you persevere through adversity, okay? There's nothing that has been thrown at you that you haven't been able to overcome up until this point, right? 1111, that's the spirit realm calling you. Best and highest messages. Are you talking about Jesus and reading tarot cards? Boo-boo. Tarot cards weren't even in existence when Jesus was around. Jesus was a healer, and he loved everybody. He didn't go around judging people, beating them over the head to see it his way. Jesus wasn't even a Christian. Y'all go do the research and quit regurgitating shit of mass prison books. Doing shit that other people tell you that that's how it was. Best and highest messages here. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. Number one fan, get your hater shades. They will be drinking in the haterade, talking about shit, everything you do, but has front row seats to the show. Fire, energy, free promotion. Okay, so yeah, here we go with this, the reason why you need to cleanse your energy. You got some haters in your energy. Really, though, people like this, they're your number one fans, right? You are their source of entertainment. So really what it is they hate to love you. They can't stand the fact that they're so drawn to your ass. And you're addicting. What else is here, Spirit? What else is here? Best and highest message here for the collective. Divine timing. It's all in divine timing. You make me smile. Your spirit team's coming through and telling you that you are so incredibly amazing, and you make them smile. They're proud of you. Untouchable, successful, in alignment, Empress energy. So, okay, there's a lot about you're on the rise here, okay? So, yeah, have patience. Have patience. Masculine energy is coming through, okay? So you could be feeling some sort of masculine energy, whether you're female, male, however the fuck it is that you identify, y'all. But it where it fits, don't make it fit. Best and highest messages. Hey, thanks for all the love. I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Hey. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. What's going on, fam? What else is here, Spirit? What else is here? Amethyst. Okay, so if you use crystals, we got the energy of the amethyst coming through, okay? Psychic protection. So somebody may be trying to send you some sort of psychic attacks. If you know, you know. If you know, you know what it is I'm talking about. Call your energy back. So someone is. They're trying to project some sort of energy or control over you. Give me some more, Spirit. Best and highest messages. Hey! I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. How y'all doing? What else is here? I just want to be around you. Yeah, see, someone misses you. They miss your energy. Told you you're addicting. You're so damn addicting. Blocking blessings. And here they come trying to block your damn blessings. You're on the rise. Keep it up. Do not give up on whatever it is you're trying to grow, whatever it is you're trying to invest in. For some of y'all, that's a relationship. For some of y'all, that's a new career. For some of y'all, that's a whole new way of being, self-development. Okay, for some of y'all, that's a project. Whatever it is, do not give up on it. Keep showing up. You got to pick you. You got to be your biggest cheerleader. And if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right anyway. Right? Turn up the heat. Give them something to talk about. If they're saying that you cringe because you're on the rise and you're getting in alignment with where it is you're supposed to be, in alignment with your authenticity, in alignment with your true heart's desires, then of course they're going to be hating on your ass. They're still stuck in the matrix. You know? It's part of the program. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. They're not ready to wake up. You know? So you got to become like, it's like finding a way to become detached from taking it personal, you know? Because if you weren't all that in a bag of chips, you wouldn't be all that fucking interesting and addicting in the first place. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else is here? I'm still angry with you. I'm upset. Yeah, see, someone says they're angry with you, but really they're angry at themselves because they're obsessed with you. They don't actually hate you. They're just in such a low vibe. Spell work, evil eye, hexes, jinxes, curses, ill will. Y'all were not playing. Y'all got some jealous ass people in your energy. Y'all be kicking ass and taking names out there. Good for you. See, I told you your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are incredibly proud of you. Clout chaser, fake person, copycat, steals ideas, takes credit, self-serving. You may literally have some of these haters drinking the haterade, sending you this icky ass energy. It says feel threatened. It's because they feel threatened by you. They're actually copying you, okay? They come and watch your ass. They're taking notes. They're trying to be you. And that's sometimes what happens. It shows up as hate. They hate you because they can't be you. All right. Best and highest messages. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Send all that love and light back to you. Times 10. Yes, I'm just starting, Tatuela. How you doing, love? Give me a few more, and then I'll move on to the other half of this deck. Egotistical. You're dealing with surface level, egotistical people. Let's come over here. We got to get the other side. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What are we? You're good? I'm so glad you're doing good, Pamela. Welcome. Hi, Isabel. Welcome, Isabel. Rather take from others. You see, these are people who won't put in the work for themselves. They won't even choose themselves. You know, many are called, few are chosen. Right? The chosen ones are the ones that chose themselves. They chose to hold themselves to a higher standard. They chose to answer the call of their soul, their spirit. Right? Spirit says it's time to explore. It's time to learn how to protect yourself. New resources may be shown to you. Messages from Spirit. Get out of your comfort zone. It's time to brainstorm something, okay? All right, what else is here? We have air energy, possible throat chakra blockages, okay? Someone has something to say but won't. A truth needs to be spoken. So maybe something's being exposed here. Somebody may be keeping you from speaking up about something or telling the truth or exposing something here, okay? This cycle is closing out. New cycle's about to begin. That's another reason why they show up with their hater shades, okay? Thief, someone is trying to steal your fortune, money, or spiritual gifts. Told you, you a spiritual gangster. You spiritual baddies, spiritual daddies out there. Taurus energy is here. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's somebody you're dealing with. Maybe that's just a placement. Maybe it's just the energy coming through. Shh. Do not share plans. Move in silence. So yeah, the season coming up, the cycle that it is that we're about to begin, it's important for you to move in silence, okay? Y'all know why. You go get excited and you start sharing the things that it is that you're investing into, or you're building, or the success that you're having with it, right? And then that's when the evil eye comes. People start to get jelly. They're so jelly of you and your intelligence and your creativity and how you're multifaceted. Told you, you're just all that in a bag of fucking chips. And you're not surface level. You have depth to you. Okay? And they find it threatening as fuck. Patience, healing, rebalancing, seeing the blessing in the hardship. Give yourself some grace. Forgiving and neutrality. I see temperance. You come to a point where you realize that you have to forgive them for they not know what they do. Right? You got to remember these people are not woke like you woke. It's not their time yet. Mad, angry, frustrated, bothered by you, and irked. Give me just a few more from this deck, and then we're going to pull the tarot. No, you know what? We're going to pull this connected and protected deck. Give me a few more from here. unsuccessfully going at it, relentless, unbalanced, and conflict. So someone's relentlessly trying to cause you some sort of conflict because you're a high-ranking spiritual being. M, N, O, or P, first, middle, last, initial. Throw dirt on, oh my gosh, are they trying to slander you too? They come to watch you. They're taking notes on you, sitting there evil on your ass, speaking icky things over you, trying to steal your identity, your spiritual gifts, your fortune, your blessings. And now they're throwing dirt on your name. Throw dirt on my name. I bloom where I'm planted. This is going to grow, like it or not. Mother Nature. No such thing as bad publicity stayed on your own. What I tell you, don't give up on whatever it is. Okay, if this is one person, if it's a group of people, because y'all know sometimes there's a ringleader. They got to go get the flying monkeys. You know, they got to get their whole group. And they got to gang up on just the one, right? Let them throw dirt on your name. Give them something to talk about, right? Be as cringe as you could fucking be. Because at least you have the fucking guts to go for what it is that you want. To do something different, you know? Maybe it's something that it is that you're building, you're investing in, is that whatever it is that you're getting this success, even if it's just a little bit of success, it's a fucking win, you know? Don't give up on it. New levels, new devils. That's how you know you're doing something right. When other people are feeling threatened by your ass. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. It's the name of the game. Give me a few more. Yeah, your lights irritate their demons. You're shining too bright out there. No, you're not. Blind their eyes out. You shine so bright, you're going to blind their eyes out, okay? Shine bright like a diamond. Some of y'all aren't the diamonds. Some of y'all are not the diamonds. Some of y'all are the fucking sun that shines on the diamonds. The diamonds wouldn't even fucking shine without you. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm throwing down? We wouldn't even be able to see diamonds if it wasn't for your freaking sunlight. The way that you shine, okay? That's how amazing you are. Law of attraction. I was jealous. People, I told you they were jelly. So jealous of you. All right, we're going to move on to this connected and protected deck. What we got going on here, Spirit? Best and highest messages. Now that we kind of have an idea what's going on. Because this was requested. Y'all requested a spiritual warfare reading. Or that was the most requested one. Best and highest messages here. Y'all were not playing. Y'all do. Y'all got a lot of fucking haters. All right, Spirit. What's in the energy? Perseverance. There's a lot of Spirit coming through and really commending you for the way that you persevere through all these hardships, okay? And you were divinely connected and protected, baby. All day, every day, right? God hired you. Who's going to fire you? Whatever that looks like for you. God, source, universe, whatever label you want to put on it. It's different for everybody. And that's okay. At least over here it is. Jesus is my main homie. He loved everybody, okay? What else is here? Give me some more. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. They can't hurt you no more. Okay. Chess player. You mean to tell me these mofos are coming to watch you, giving you a hard time, slandering your name, trying to be you in the midst of it all? They playing checkers with you and you playing chess? What? That tells me you're incredibly intelligent. You're incredibly intelligent. Jealousy! I cannot. Tricks and treats at the here comes their jealousy and they on their tricks and treats. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Yeah, something about duality. We saw that Libra energy at the beginning of this reading, right? Something about duality. The universe likes balance. And if somebody's doing you wrong, it mucking up the energy, the energetic flow, universe is going to step in, right? So that we can create the balance, to keep that balance. So that means somebody doing a whole lot of ish, a whole lot of bullshit. Some bullshit and fuckery. You're a mystical, cosmic healer, starseed, light worker, light warrior, earth angel. So much love, and your spirit team has so much love for you. You mystical, galactic badass. Told you. You've been hired by the divine. They don't have the spiritual ranking to fire your ass. Rise, and you're on the rise. Here's this level up, these glow up energies. Was that sweet as sugar at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, you're going to attract more flies with honey than shit. Your energy is just so fucking sweet, like the sweet nectar of life. So, of course, you're going to attract the bullshit and the flies. Star energy. I told you you were shining so damn bright. You were meant to be seen. You were meant to be heard. You were meant to be successful. You were meant to shine bright. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are not the diamonds. You're the fucking sun that shines on the diamonds. We wouldn't even be able to see. We wouldn't even be able to see without you. And you deal with the surface level bullshit. All day spell work, hexes, jinxes, curses, ill will, evil eye, negative fucking energy. Right? Hurt people, hurt people. Then we have enlightenment at the bottom of the deck. And you've been enlightened on the situation. You were enlightened one. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Let's get an idea of who it is that we could be dealing with. Whether this is you or this is them. Again. Put a word of fist, don't make it fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind for somebody else, okay? All right. Best and highest messages. The forgotten. So someone is upset because you've forgotten them. You've left them behind. We have the uncle. So you may be related to some of these people. Or maybe you're an uncle. All right. We've got the competitor. Oh, yeah. You definitely have people in competition with you. Of course. The villain. People, the villains are trying to make you out to be the villain. What did I tell you? Someone's trying to trick you out your spot. We got the player. People that want to play games. Player, or the pleaser. People pleasers. That's what it is. Some of y'all are ruffling people's feathers because you're not people pleasers anymore. Grandmother's coming through. Okay, so this could be a passed over loved one that's letting you know how much they love you, how proud of you they are. We have the provider here, so maybe you're a provider or something about what it is that you're providing. We have the soldier. I told you you're spiritual warrior, spiritual gangster, spiritual baddie, spiritual daddies out there. Okay. What else, Spirit? Let's look at this starseed deck. Best and highest messages here. I know. You were in a car crash on August 25th? Trayla, I'm so sorry about that. Best and highest messages here. All right. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear, Spirit? Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10, 11.2K likes at 1:10 a.m. What's going on? Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Y'all are awesome. All right, Spirit. What we got going on here? Travel. So this is about some sort of movement. Okay, movement's coming in. Maybe someone's trying to travel towards you. Maybe you're trying to put distance between you and somebody, right? Yeah, because you're going through a transformation. Something about growth, maturing, expansion. Star flame and karmic couple. Ooh, yeah, we picking up on some divine energy, divine counterpart energy, and karmic bullshit, okay? So for some of y'all, this has to do with relationships. For others of y'all, this is just your own, the full-blown ascension journey. Put it where it fits, don't make it fit. 111. It's 11:11 where you're at. 111 on the clock. What else is here, Spirit? Give me some more. What are we dealing with here? What are we doing? We got air energy. Heavy on the air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Direction. Oh, look at all this movement. Help you move in the right direction. The directions that it is that you're taking. Give me some more. Celebration. That's beautiful. Okay. Getting ready to celebrate something. It's your season of winning. Corporate. This could have to do with an organization. Some of y'all are dealing with workplace matters. Okay. This is a group of people at work that are giving you a hard time. We have patience is needed. Use your ancient wisdom. So again, about this patience, be patient. Don't give up on whatever it is that you got going on, okay? Don't give up on the situation. Don't give up on yourself. Keep pushing, right? One more breath, one more step, one more fight. You got this. This jealousy energy, that is all 3 decks that we've used so far. This is coming out. They are so fucking jealous. What did you do? What did you do? It can always be friends or family. It's not always romantic. It's not always a past lover. It's not always the person that it is that you're in a relationship with, like a romantic connection. Sometimes it is. It's our family, it's friends, it's co-workers, it's business partners. Star children. Yeah, see, I'm talking about to the crystallines, the rainbow children, the indigo, star seeds, empaths, highly sensitives, light workers, light warriors, spiritual gangsters. I see you, boo-boo. And you're going through energetic upgrades. Yep, we got feminine predator coming through, who may be trying to get you in isolation. So some of you are dealing with a feminine predator who is trying to get information. What did I tell you? They're fucking taking notes on your ass. I cannot make this up. They have ulterior motives. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe that's you, maybe that's them. Y'all ready for some tarot? Let's pull some tarot on it. Where are we going? I'm gonna let y'all decide. Do we want to use the Game of Thrones deck, or do we want to use this Pulp Fiction deck? Tell me, Game of Thrones or the red deck? A Fire and Ice or Vintage? Since y'all are in the live, I like to let those of you that show up during the lives pick which decks we're using. All right, I'm seeing some Game of Thrones, Pulp Fiction. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see what we got. Pulp Fiction, Game of Thrones. Red deck, Pulp Fiction, Game of Thrones. Vintage. It's kind of tied. To try to just surprise me, Leo. Just surprise me. Game of Thrones, Pulp Fiction. Okay, I tell you what. We'll start off with the Game of Thrones deck, and we'll go back. When we swap decks, we'll use this one, okay? So we'll start with this one, we'll end with this one. All right, Spirit. Thank y'all. So all that living back to you times 10. Okay, Spirit. Best and highest message here for the collective. Tell us what we need to know. What do we need to see? What we need to hear about this ish. About these clowns and their energy. And I ain't talking about the Heyoka spirit. I'm talking about Dusty Crusties. Best and highest messages, Spirit. How's the collective showing up? How's the collective showing up here? What's your energy like? Justice! Y'all, I cannot make it up. Justice is being called on the situation. They messed with the wrong one. They sure did. Damn. Heavy Libra coming through. Maybe you're a Libra. Maybe you're dealing with the King of Swords. Ooh. Ooh. Justice, because someone is doing the most. Okay, this is someone who is cold-hearted and bitter. They're dead on the inside. Goodness gracious. You could be putting somebody in their place. You could have cut somebody off, okay? King of Swords, shit, in the upright. Y'all, when we get to this point, this is where, this wasn't some decision that was made willy-nilly, okay? There was a lot of thought put into this decision to cut somebody off or to put distance here, to put them in their place, to speak a truth, right? Someone was really patient and really observed the matter. Someone took the time to gather the information, the data that it is that they needed to make this decision here, okay? So a lot about this intelligence, this enlightenment that it is that you have, right? You're listening to your intuition on something. And maybe that's what you did, right? Oh my gosh, there's something floating. What is that, y'all? It's going so hot. Look, I'm telling you, you're on the rise. It's like you're so hot. You're rising. Does that make sense? What else is here, Spirit? Like a hot air balloon. You just keep going up and up and up and up. What else is here, Spirit? The Three of Spears. A lot about this patience your ships are sailing in. Okay, they're right around the corner. Okay, like Pocahontas. Right around the river bend. They're right around the river bend. Don't give up. Hold on. Okay. Never let go, Jack. Never let go. I just saw something about Titanic. What the hell is that? Spirit. Y'all. You know, I like to use the analogy of Transformers. You know, Bumblebee. Sometimes I feel like channeling. That's what it is. You never know what the hell's coming through the radio in the cranium. We went from Pocahontas. Anyway, Messiah's messages here, Spirit. Tell me about the Three of Spears. Don't give up, okay? Stay patient. Never let go. The sun! What did I tell you, y'all? Damn, you shining so damn bright. Pissing people off out here. Because it's your season. It's the season of harvest. It's the season of expansion, of growth. Especially those of you that are building a business, or maybe you're taking some sort of career to the next level, right? This is the last quarter of the damn year we're coming into. You know, you're going to go hard, go home. A lot of y'all, this eclipse season, and a lot of just really all the transits that it is going on. Pages, I told you they're spying on your ass. I told you they couldn't help themselves. They got to come take a sneak peek. You cut them off and they're shriveling up like fucking raisins out there. That's right. Just keep swimming, Pamela. Just like finding Dory and finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. What do? We swim. Best night, y'all. I like it when y'all share me what your bumblebee is doing. What your little radio in the cranium is doing. I get excited about that. My weirdos. Best night messages here. Anyway, they just can't help themselves, okay? They gotta come get a look-see. They're having withdrawals. They had to come get their daily dose. Damn, you shining so bright out there. Pissing people off. What else is here, Spirit? That's nice messages. The world. What did I tell you about new levels, new devils, okay? In this game of life, you've unlocked a new map. So you're done exploring this when you graduated. It's time to explore new horizons. What else is here, Spirit? Best and highest messages. Give me some more. Page of Spears. Expect good news. Oh, damn. We go from the page to the King of Spears, which is wands. Okay, we got big wand energy. So you know what that tells me? You've been dealing with a whole lot of little wand energies. Okay? I know you know what I'm talking about. You're picking up where I'm throwing down. If you know, you know. Okay, Spirit, best and highest messages here. Tell me about this King of Spears. Tell me about the King of Spears. Possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Not necessarily masculine fire energy here. It's about taking charge, right? Here's that energy. If I can do it, I will do it. Join me, watch me, get the fuck up out my way, homie, because I'm coming for it. Like, you're going to bulldoze over people if they don't get out the way. Four of Spears is bringing some sort of celebration. Yo, that was coming out in heavy somebody's reading. Who was that? I think it was Capricorn's reading, okay? So, let's see. Check your 10th house. 10th house placements. Either way, that reading was a lot about, you know, like, you got these haters or somebody's trying to take you down or they don't. It's like they're trying to discredit you for something. Like you didn't earn your spot in something, you know? But at the same time, it's like you're being celebrated. It's like people are throwing parties for you or somebody's getting some sort of like promotion or something, you know, and there's like a workplace party. I don't know. Whatever it is, it completely contradicts of whatever this person's trying to project. Or people. Okay, those of you that are dealing with work shit, okay. It's also earth energy. Could be family. People who are close to you physically. What else is here, Spirit? Tell me about the situation. Oh, shit. The Devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Coins in reverse. Yo, I cannot make it up. Spirit, come through. Thank you for the confirmation. So here's this bullshit. Okay, Ramsey with the fucking funky eyes. They all glowing and shit. Seven of Swords. Deceit, lies, manipulation, strategy, toxic ass strategy. This is about domineering over you. It's about oppression. It's about having control over the situation, right? And this is about taking away your blessings. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm sending all that love light back to you times 10. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the devil being the situation. I just talked about Capricorn, Saturn energy. We have heavy Leo here, heavy on the air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy on the fire. Really, everybody's here. We got a little bit of everybody here. Tell me about the devil spirit. What is this? Y'all know this has no power if you don't give it any power. It has no powers of its own. That's why it's got to come trying to siphon off your light, your joy. Okay, kind of like Monsters, Inc. I know y'all seen that movie, Monsters, Inc., right? And they scare kids, right? To harness that energy. But then they learn that laughter actually creates more more energetic. So something about your happiness, your light, that joy. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here? Knight of Coins, your patience. Some of y'all are so fired up and anxious. It's like you're ready to go. It's like at the races, right? The horses are getting ready to get let out, and you're just itching. You're just itching for the gate to open so you can go, like a freaking running racehorse on a Sunday. It's like you've been training for this. You've been waiting on the right minute, the right moment, and it's like you're just amped up, ready to go. So it's your patience that it is. You're being challenged here. Thank you. Send all that love light back to you times 10. I appreciate all the heart signals. All right, Spirit. Give me another one on the challenge. Tell me about the Nine of Coins. The Star in reverse. I'm telling you, somebody may slowly be trying to dim your light here, okay? So don't lose hope. That's coming out really, that's one of the biggest messages. That's one of the biggest channeled messages right now. Yeah, Queen of Spears. Because you looking good, smelling good, feeling good. Y'all are the Khaleesi's. Male or female, right? You chose to break the shackles off your own wrist. You're not going to sit there in victimhood mentality for the rest of your life. You know, yeah, you were a victim of some sort of bullshit. That doesn't mean you have to claim that for the fucking end of days, right? You don't have to claim that for the all of eternity. Eventually, you're going to overcome it. That's how you got to be the spiritual baddie that you are. Because you don't sit down and give up. You're not somebody who's going to shrivel up like a fucking raisin just because life gave you some lemons. Thank you. Send all that love like that to you times 10. All right, Spirit. What's in the current energy? What's in the current energy here? Hey, I see you, Instagram. I see you. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Manuel, thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, Spirit. Current energy. What's the current energy? Jealous ass people. People who can dish it out, but they can't take it either, okay? So, it almost seems like some of y'all are dealing with some sort of situation with like a group of people. Or, it, like I said, it could have just started with one person. They're just the ringleader, okay? But there's like all this conflict, right? And it's like, you're finally getting some sort of recognition. You're finally in a season of winning. You're finally like taking steps up the staircase here. You know, there's some sort of movement happening here. And you got people coming in who want to like tear you down. I feel like you cheered these people on. You cheered this person on when they were in their season of winning. And now that it's your turn to shine, it's like someone's trying to dull it. It's like they want to take it away from it. You were there for this person when they were on the rise, when they needed support, when they needed to be hyped up. Where the fuck are they? They're not hyping you up. They're trying to take your ass out. That makes no sense. Happiness haters. What else is here? The Seven of Spears. You had to protect yourself from this. But that's what you're doing right now, right? If you can't give me the same energy back in return, homie, you can't be in my energy no more. Right? If you can't treat me, and we're all going to say it together, right? If you can't treat me with love, respect, and kindness, you can't afford access into my energy. Are we ready for the computer lady? Access denied. No. Key card does not work. No Wi-Fi for you, boo-boo. Password's been changed. No, you're not allowed in. The code was changed, boo-boo. What else is here, Spirit? Current energy. Current energy. The 9 of Cups. I told you. Look, you're like Sam in a fucking library. Y'all remember Sam from Game of Thrones, right? He was a book nerd. He loved to read. He loved knowledge. You're like Sam in the damn library, happy as a fucking lark. Emotional fulfillment, happiness, prosperity, a lot of this glow up energy. So those of you that feel like that's something else, okay? Because a lot of y'all, that's what I've been getting this past week. Is we've been working on staying in a high vibration, trying to keep up that positive mindset, right? Because there is toxic positivity. Okay, we can get caught up in that, right? It takes work. It takes a lot of self-awareness. It takes a lot of mental energy, right? It can be really draining trying to stay in a high vibration, okay? So that's something that I want to commend you on and remind you of. Is like, think about like how much work that you put into that. It's fucking exhausting. And the person next to you probably hasn't been putting in the work on themselves to be self-aware. And that's okay. You don't have to expect them to, but just kind of don't forget to give yourself a pat on the back. Maybe you had a couple hiccups today. Maybe the stress level was a little bit higher than it was yesterday or tomorrow, you know? But remember about how far you've come, okay? You're on this glow up, whether you feel like you are or not. Just because you had a bad day yesterday or just because you're going to have a bad day tomorrow doesn't mean that every single day is bad. It's just a hiccup. You will overcome it. What else is here, Spirit? Energy coming towards the collective. Strength. Braveheart energy. Brave enough to get up again. Brave enough to keep going. Brave enough to persevere. Brave enough to face your fears. And it's bringing you some sort of emotional fulfillment. Ace of Cups. You're not becoming like the people who have traumatized you. You're not becoming like the people who have done you wrong. Many are called, few are chosen. You chose yourself. You chose to get up and you chose to do better, chose to be better. One day at a time, right? 9 of Coins. Again, look at all the things you've accomplished. There's a lot coming through. There's a lot of these like 9 of Cups, 9 of Coins here, okay? You have accomplished so. These are all the little badges that it is that you've earned here, okay? Spiritual warrior, spiritual gangster, right? What do you do when you go to war? You earn badges, okay? These are all the badges of the skill sets that it is that you've accomplished, that you've achieved. All right, Spirit. Energy coming towards the collective. The 8 of Swords. And Judgment. You're overcoming paralysis by analysis energy, okay? This is where people wanted you, stuck in your head, overthinking, second guessing, self-doubting, okay? But you've been enlightened on the matter. You've given it to God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you. That's what you're doing now, okay? You're setting yourself free from here, you know? You're not really stuck. That was an illusion. You have the skill set, the know-how, the intelligence, and the passion to undo whatever this is and get yourself out of sticky situations here. Surrendering. All right. We're about to swap decks. I'll tell you what though. What's the external conflict? Before we hop, oh my goodness. We got the Queen of Swords, Death, and 8 of Coins, okay? So someone's trying to challenge your success, your confidence, right? That's coming out really heavy. Male or female, Queen of Spears, Queen of Wands energy, someone who's confident, they're empowered. You know, they sit up tall and proud. And not in a toxic type of proud way, but they know what it is they bring to the table. They know their value and they know their worth. And they're crazy, sexy, cool, sitting there attracting all the shit that it is that they attract, right? Like moths drawn to a flame. You're magnetic. You're alluring. Male, female. Okay, put it where it fits, don't make it fit. And they try to bring death to your confidence, to your empowerment, to the way that it is that you take action, to your abundance, to trying to trick you out of your spot, off of your throne. 8 of coins. They wanted to challenge your focus, or that's what it is that they're coming in to challenge, is how focused you are on some sort of craft, skill, task, way of being, whatever it is you're trying to create here. You're going Arya Stark on a mug. Look at you. You Arya Stark up in this bitch. What? Mic drop. Plot twist. Plot twist. You are the plot twist. 10 of coins at the bottom of the deck, which is why you're so successful. Why you're having a feast to enjoy on the table that you were fucking forced to build. Right? Where did it go? Let me see if I can't find. Yeah. Nobody, they wouldn't let you sit at their table. Right? The same people you were cheering on when they were in their season of winning. Right? They didn't want to let you sit at their table. You had to go build your own fucking table. But there is no testimony with no test. And now you're sitting there feasting, sharing your testimony, and they're having to watch your ass from the fucking nosebleeds. They can't sit at your fucking table. Go get your own box. Go build your own table. Go back to the one that it is that you wouldn't let me sit at, homie. Remember that? Remember when you would let me sit down? Karma's up. Almost say. I'm going to stop right there. That's the nice messages here, Spirit. What's the strength of the collective? What's the strengths? The Knight of Swords, the way you adapt and overcome situations. Your intelligence. You are so, not only are you intelligent, you're intuitive. You know how to make moves, you know. I'm seeing like the chess player. I'm seeing the game Risk. I feel like your I feel like your patience just really being challenged. There's something here that's exciting you. You're really excited to take action on something because you know what it is that you need to do. You're ready to go. You're just like waiting on the right time. It's coming in really heavy. 6 of Spears. What else came out? And the 6 of Spears and the 10 of Cups. Look at all this recognition you're getting. Ultimate happiness. Ultimate fulfillment here. Especially within connections. You're coming into some sort of... Y'all are coming into union with like twin flame, divine counterpart, whatever label you want to put on that shit, okay? Or this is like a soul tribe, a soul family. So if you feel like you've been alone, lonely, like you haven't been able to mesh with like a community, okay, your peoples are coming. You're attracting your peoples, your tribe. 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. All right. Let's see who we're dealing with. No, we're not going to join your life. We don't want to duel in battle right now. We're in the middle of a reading. That's the nice message here, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Tell me about the energies that it is that we're dealing with. Who are these people? What do they want, Spirit? What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with? We've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. The Lovers and Temperance has fallen out of the deck. So this, okay, so some of y'all, this is past lovers, okay? For some of these people, you lived with them. So I don't know if this was like a roommate, like a friend that it is that you lived with. This is an ex-romantic partner. Could even be fucking family, y'all. Tell me about the energy we're dealing with. They're not celebrating you, for sure. 4 of Wands in reverse. They ain't too happy about the situation. Empress! What did I tell you? You're so incredibly abundant. Male or female? Okay. The energy here is abundance, success. Getting ready to burst something new out into the world here. An idea, a project. What else is here, Spirit? Tell me about the energy. You're dealing with people who are extremely critical. They're being really critical over you, right? They're trying to be very domineering, all right? So I'm seeing like a kid drawing on like a paper. You ever get like so into the zone, into like a little, like a drawing that is that you're doing, or maybe even like when you were a child and you got into that childlike zone where you're like pretending with something. And then you have this mofo come over and stand over and breathing over your ass, and it just mucked up the whole vibe. Like it took you out of that space. You know what I'm talking about? Does that make sense? It's like somebody wants to come like draw on your paper. Or they want to they want to control the narrative of whatever your little thing is going on, you know? Something about the way that you express yourself creatively. No, I don't want to do that. Quit asking me to join your live. Sorry, y'all. See what I'm saying? People trying to interject into your shit. It's like these people trying to get... No, I don't want to co-host. Like these people trying to get me to join their lives right now. No, decline. See? They're trying to match your energy because of your persistence, right? They're starting to notice how persistent you are. That's why you're so fucking resilient. You don't fucking give up. Like they're trying to exterminate your ass. Y'all are the roaches. You can't get rid of them. Oh, that's too funny. Joke's on them. Messages. That's what they're saying about you. Okay. They're like, we can't exterminate your ass. You're gonna outlive all of it. You're gonna withstand all of it. Message your spirit. We spinning it around, okay? Message your spirit. Tell me about the energy we're dealing with. How do they view the collective? How do they view the collective? I swear. I need to go get me a headband with like little like roach antennas on it. What is that? Joe's Apartment. We'll play the Joe's Apartment theme song. Welcome to Joe's Apartment. I can't. Damn. That's too funny. I don't know whose spirit guides are coming through right now, but they are fucking funny as shit. They got a sense of humor. But maybe that's something else. Right? Yeah, like Joe's Apartment, right? Your ops are actually the humans coming in to try to invade the space. Well, you were here first. The analogies tonight. This is very opposite of what it is we're usually. So you see somebody trying to project some shit onto you. And you're spinning it around and you're making it work for you. And that always pisses people off when you could alchemize the fucking situation. You know? You know what I'm saying? That's too funny. Somebody's spirit guides have a fucking sense of humor. I'm digging it. I'm with it. How does this energy view the collective, spirit? How does this energy view the collective? Hey, Instagram, TikTok. I feel that one like back to you times 10. Thank you for being here. Two of Pentacles. They see you as getting your shit together. They see you getting your priorities in order. They see you trying to eliminate distractions. No wonder they're triggered. They're the distraction. Some of them are recognizing this. They're coming to realization that that's why they're getting fucking cut out. Is because they're the ops. Some of these people don't want to accept that. They're in denial. How does this energy be the collective? How does this energy be the collective? Damn, y'all making it hot in here. It's all the love like back to you times 10. How y'all doing? It was cold. See, I've got this. It's summertime still technically, y'all. It was cold in here. I've got this like fleece double line. It's getting hot in here though. Messages, spirit. I'm turning up the heat. The Queen of Swords. Oh, they view you as the Queen of Swords standing on fucking business. Right? You better come correct. You better be telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth, homie. Or it's off with your head. Access denied, cords cut. Yo, some of these people, like if you've been doing your cord cutting rituals, you know, you're taking your spiritual baths and visualizing all the cords being cut off of you, all that good stuff. These people can feel it energetically. They really can. All right, spirit. How does this energy feel? No, I did not just see that. I did. The Star and the Ace of Pentacles. I told you. You are revolutionary. And because you are in alignment with the evolution of this ascension journey, the evolution of your soul, that's what's bringing the Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities, growth, expansion, success, commitments that stand the test of time. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. All right. Tell me about this, Spirit. What does this energy desire? How do they feel? How do they feel about the collective? King of Wands. You see what I mean? They come in here and they want to hate on your ass. But really, they're attracted to you. I'm telling you, there's something about you. They just can't help themselves. You're so fucking magnetic. You're so interesting. You're so alluring. You're so mesmerizing. They can't help but to Queen of Pentacles. These people are upset because they can't go on this journey with you. They can't go into this new chapter. They can't grow, you know? A lot of these people are going to be stuck and stagnant in the same exactly level up. Aurelia, I got it right this time. You know what I mean? They're upset because you're growing. You're successful without them anyway. You know, you're supposed to be shriveled up. You're supposed to be down and out. You're supposed to be giving up. You're supposed to be in all this pain and all this agony because this person's not, you know, feeding into you or cheering you on or whatever. But you didn't need any of that. You got God, Source, Universe. You got your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides cheering you on, backing you up, supporting you. You don't need this person, these people, whatever this is. Don't, y'all. It will be after you've obtained the success and maintained some sort of success, then these people are going to want to come give you your flowers. Then these people are going to come and say, I knew you could do it. I always knew it was going to be you. Yeah, that's why you tried to take my ass out. We could have done it together. It wasn't supposed to be a competition, you know? That's how a lot of us are. Like, we were supposed to be teaming up. You know, we're supposed to be partners in this. You wanted me to do all the work and then take the credit for it. Like, no, that's not how this works. My ancestors saw the whole fucking thing. All right, Spirit. That's the highest messages here. How does this energy... What's their intentions? What's this energy's true intentions? Making me do the puzzle. Hold on. See what I mean? All these interruptions, all these distractions here, all these people trying to interject themselves into your energy. Now because you're having this season of I just heard something about a cornucopia, right? This feast you're having. King of Cups, Nine of Wands. Yeah, here they come. Ready to amp you up, love bomb your ass. Now they're sharing your name. I'm saying like Cardi B. I'd like to thank myself, me, myself, and I. That's exactly what you're saying. You're standing up on the damn podium with your little mic. I'm thanking myself for my success, because where the fuck were you at? Giving me hard times and a bunch of bullshit fuckery. No thanks to you, you know. I want to thank my haters. Thank you, haters, for pushing me so fucking hard. Out of spite, I showed up every day. Just to irritate you. Hey, look, some of y'all, that's how you have to start. I wouldn't suggest staying in that energy, okay? Because we get what we put out, okay? But fuck. If that's what it is that you got to get started, that's what's helping you to fake it till you make it, boo-boo. Start with fucking doing it out of spite. If that's what's going to drive you to be successful, if that's what's going to drive you to grow, then boo-boo, alchemize the fucking energy. Use that anger and fucking use that spite to fucking make yourself shift. Sometimes we need that. Not long term, like I said. But shit, if that's what's going to give you just a little boost up off the ground, then yeah, boo-boo, you do what you got to do. Best and highest messages. That's right. Access denied. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. I've had to do that a couple times. And I'm not ashamed of it either. It's what I had. It's all I had left. Fuck. Yeah, I'm starting to think about, you know, kind of like spankings. I don't know. We got our ass tore up if we did no-nos when I was growing up, okay? We got our ass tore up, okay? And I can remember some of the shit that it was. I got my ass tore up over. I'd get so pissed off. It got to the point I wouldn't even cry anymore, y'all. It just made me spiteful. It made me angry. You know? And that's what it is, like, Spirit's just kind of, like, showing me a memory of, like, I can remember, like, getting my ass tore up. And I just remembered, like, just cussing parents out in my head. You know? It just made me so mad. It's like, oh, okay. Fine. Y'all, got to the point where I remember one time I did something. And I knew I was going to get in trouble for it. I knew it. I walked in and I was just, like, I was like, okay, go ahead, give me my licks. I'm ready. Just go ahead. I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, something about sometimes if that's where it is that you're at, you need spite. And that spite is what has you picking yourself up off the floor and taking another step, baby. Then you do you. At least you're not fucking giving up and shriveling up like a raisin, okay? At least you're not laying down and giving the fuck up. Shit. Some of us gotta get it how we live it. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What's this person's intentions? What's this energy's true intentions here? To take your ass out. Y'all, that won't be for everybody. That's twice here. All this energy here, okay? That's twice. Some of y'all are dealing with people who have wished icky stuff over you. They literally speak icky things over you. That's where we're just grateful. Eventually you do. You come to like, it hurts and it stings when you find out the people that you love, that you trusted, that you cheered on, that you invested into can't do the same for you. You learn that they wishing ill will on your ass. You become grateful that was shown to you in the first place. You become grateful that now that you are enlightened on the matter and that you know who it is that you're really dealing with. Happiness haters. Frenemies. Because that's who betray us. It's not, enemies don't betray us or betray us. It's not the enemies that betray us, y'all. You know exactly what it is their motives are. They're honest about it. At least they're out in the open. You know, it's a mutual feeling. There's an agreement there. I don't like you. You don't like me. You come over here in my territory, you getting fucked up, homie. Right? It's the same thing. It's the people that are closest to us. The people that say that they're our friends. The people that say that they're our family, blood related or not. It's the people who say that they love us. Sometimes it's the people we're laying next to at night that hurt us the most, you know? They take advantage. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. Intentions. What's the intentions here? The Hierophant. I'm telling you. It's like the criticisms. Something that you're doing is non-controversial, or it's just like there's just all this judgment coming down on you for something here. And you know what? It's interesting. Because if you wanted to shine a light on these people's whole fucking life, right? You want to get into all the nicks and crannies of what they got going on. What skeletons they're hiding in the closet. It's 10 times worse than anything you got going on. It's 10 times worse than any fucked up decisions you've ever made. You know? And y'all, I tell y'all this all the time. You're dealing with people who you wouldn't trade shoes with them if it was the last fucking pair of shoes on earth. It's people who they block their own fucking blessings. They want to take credit for other people's fucking work. What does it say exactly? My mom always says that betrayal never comes from the enemy. That is so true. You know exactly what their intentions are. At least they're fucking honest about it. Even with some of your enemies, there's that mutual respect there that you don't have with people who are frenemies. You know? Let me go up on the chat. You feel my pain, girl. Yeah. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt to fuck prove it, you know? Scroll up. The same ones I'm glad I own a pew pew. Good evening, y'all. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Thank y'all for being here, by the way. I'm so incredibly grateful for y'all. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, any other stream, any other platform, and y'all chose to pop in here and hang out with me. Okay. The energy which doesn't belong to me, off me. That's right. We don't want it. And y'all, that's another thing. Some of y'all have been asking me how to protect yourself. Thank you. Those of you that are newer to think, like, understanding that some of the crap it is that you deal with, the spiritual warfare, is just being projected onto you. Some of these people, if y'all are dealing with secret societies, covens, church cults, whatever have you, the flying monkeys, you picking up what I'm throwing down, right? If you're new to being aware of that, then of course you don't quite understand how to protect yourself, you know. So some of y'all have been asking me about how to protect yourself. One, call your energy back. You are in your own divine right that you don't have to accept that shit, you know. If they're sitting there speaking icky things over you, and you say, you know, I don't want it. You start off with return to sender if you're new, right? I'm going to give this back to you because I don't want it, homie. I don't want it. You take it. You have it. Eventually, as you grow and evolve, you won't be doing return to senders anymore. You'll know how to harness that energy and you'll transmute that shit. You learn that all energy is energy, whether it's negative or positive. If you can be an energy fucking transmuter, boo boo. You're a force to be reckoned with then, you know? How can you protect yourself? A lot of us use smudge, okay? If you're new. This one's eucalyptus. There's lots of different kinds. I won't get into all the different what does what right now, okay? Another really good one, though, is Palo Santo. That's a really good one to protect with. Black crystals are really good for just the color black. You know, you ever see priests or people who are spiritually high-ranking, you know, in the physical, they wear black? That's to protect their energy. It absorbs the negative energy. It's also a very grounding color. It can help you ground. It's a banishing color. You can use it to banish, right? I rebuke you, religious people, the religious cults. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ, right? That's what the black color does. It's rebuking the icky energy. It's repelling it. Okay? Another way that you can cleanse your energy, shower, y'all. Just like visualize it while you're standing in the shower. You just visualize all the ick just going, like washing off of you and going down the drain. If you can ever walk out in the rain, be safe about it, y'all. Okay. Be smart. But if you can ever walk out in the rain, I'm not talking about in the middle of a lightning storm. If it's raining outside and you can walk out in the rain for a moment, that's a really good way of naturally, like, cleansing your energy using Mother Nature, you know. Hiya, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Selenite is a good one. Selenite's a really good one to protect and to cleanse. I use candles, y'all. I use a lot of prayer candles. I call on St. Michael all the time. That's just one of the biggest energies that it is I work with when it goes to like protecting is St. Michael. Whatever the equivalent for you is. Maybe you don't get into the archangels, you know, maybe you don't resonate with that belief system. That's okay. What's your equivalent to that? Right? Spiritual warfare. Energy that found me was Santa Muerte, you know. I know she's very, very controversial, but she found me and I started doing the research on it, you know. She's known as the Great Equalizer. Why would you want to befriend death? You know? You're friends with death, then when it's your time to come, she's going to help you cross over. She's got you in the physical, in life and in death, right? I also learned that she was a protector of children. She's a big protector of children. I have 4 kids. At the time she found me, my kids were going through heavy spiritual warfare. All 3 of them were experiencing some really interesting things. All 3 of them would come to me and tell me stories. And some of y'all, sometimes, y'all, they wouldn't talk to each other. They come talk to me about it, and then a couple days later, one of my other kids would come tell me something, and it was like a dream that they had, but it aligned with the dream that my youngest child would have had, you know? It was crazy. It was crazy. So, yeah, she's an energy that I work with, right? So there's St. Michael. I use La Santa Muerte, Flaquita. Let's see, what else? I use Bastet. Of course, Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, right? I grew up Catholic, so of course I still have ties to my traditional upbringing. That resonates with me a lot because I understand, like, deep-rooted. I understand the terms and what it is that, like, the similarities are, right? All right, Spirit. That's nice messages. Candles, yeah. So prayer candles. Just working with the element of fire in general. Burning things, okay? So, like, you can write it down on a piece of paper. Spirit, this is what it is that I'm releasing out of my energy, you know, whatever that looks like for you, and burn it, right? That's you banishing it. You're getting rid of it. Those are just some ways. There's lots of different ways to protect your energy, to protect yourself, to call your energy back, you know. Cord cuttings. If y'all need assistance with any of that, I have that stuff listed on my website, ladyleospiritual.com. I've got hex and curse removals, energy cleansings, cord cuttings, distance Reiki, any of that kind of stuff. If y'all feel like y'all need a boost, if y'all need help with that. I really like to show y'all and explain what it is that I'm doing and that kind of stuff, so you don't have to keep coming back to me. I like to put the power back in your hands. So I try to explain it in a way that you can go and do it for yourself. If you feel like you're confident enough to do that. Not everybody is. Some people come to me every single time that they need help, you know, and that's okay. I'm down with that. All right, Spirit. Anything else that we need to know about this energy? Helping people, maybe like orphan or whoever you met in the middle of nowhere with intention, and maybe ask them to pray for you in return for protection. That's something, yeah. Y'all can always go to your spirit team. If y'all have a soul tribe, if you have a spirit team, if you have somewhat of a support system, just praying with them, having them pray over you. That's a really good way to break that stuff off of you. But the biggest way is just calling your power back. Commanding it, right? You need a session. I don't have live private readings open very often, but y'all been requesting it a lot lately, so I'm trying to see if I can't carve out some time to kind of do more of the live private one-on-one readings. It's just a lot to try to get everybody quiet enough during the day to do that. But anyway, yeah, just calling your energy back and you just demanding, you know. You have no right to try to take me out energetically, spiritually, right? You start speaking those things over your life, over your own energy. Talking in the mirror, you know. All right. What's the spiritual advice here? And then we're going to move on to a different deck. Spiritual advice. But you've worked too hard. You've come too far to give up, to give in, to lay down. You know what I mean? You deserve more than that. So don't give in to it. Like I said, that devil energy, it doesn't have any power of its own. That's why it has to show up and take your power. And it only has power when you give it to it, right? You have to decide to be there. You have to decide. That's how you get tricked out of your spot, though, right? That shit shows up as distractions. It shows up as your inner demons, right? It's where your negative traits are, your fears, your codependencies, the things that make you easily addicted to things, right? It's wrapped up in deceit, but it's disguised as blessings. Y'all have heard me tell you the story of, it's a couple years ago, and let's see, I was at about I think 600 followers on Instagram, and I think I only had 76 followers over here on TikTok. And I posted a reel, and it was the every evil eye in your life goes blind. Okay, it was a return to sender chant. If you see it, it's my pinned comment on both of my accounts. And both my accounts took the fuck off. It took me from 600 followers over on Instagram to about 13,000, and it brought me up to 12,000 over here. That's one way I knew I needed to post that. It was random, y'all. I wasn't expecting that to take off the way that it did. But anyway, why was I going there? Why was I telling you about that? Oh, so anyway, so my TikTok had started taking off. This was 2 years ago. I wasn't consistent on TikTok at the time. I just started being consistent over here just recently, for a couple of weeks now. But anyway, I had this one company reach out, and they wanted me to promote something for them. And they offered to pay me $2,500 a post, y'all, $2,500 a post. Of course I looked into it, right? But whatever this company was promoting went completely against my spiritual beliefs. It was aligned with things that were satanic. Which I'm not trying to hate on anybody's belief system, but that is not in alignment with what the fuck it is I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Complete opposite of what it is I stand for, what it is I represent. So I couldn't take the opportunity. Was that fucking hard? Yes, it was. At the time, I was in time of financial hardship. You know what they could have done? Right? I had to turn it down. Especially if I'm up here, like, trying to show other people how to raise their vibration, or I feel called to share my experiences with other people of how to create abundance in their life, or how to get in alignment with a soul purpose or whatever. You know, I have to practice what it is that I preach. I would be a fucking fake, a fraud, if I would have taken that opportunity. Yeah, it was hard to say no. I'm going to be honest, I'm human. But I had to. That's right, integrity. Who are you when nobody's looking? Who are you when you have that perfectly, you know, it's like a nice piece of a cupcake, right? Your favorite cupcake. But in the middle of that cupcake is poison. You know what I mean? All right. Overall spiritual advice, then we'll swap decks. King of Swords came out again in the world. Yep, you're putting an ending. You've decided. You're being intelligent on the strategy, on your plan, on how you're executing things. And some of y'all are going worldwide with something. If y'all are doing something online, whether that's just like some sort of online business, a lot of y'all have platforms, or you're starting platforms, you're starting to post. Hey, I sent all that like back to you times 10. Thank you for that. This is telling me you're going to end up going worldwide. For others of you, you have an idea and it's going to expand. So if this is like a local business, I mean, you could be turning something into like a whole chain company, you know? Either way, whatever it is, you've been smart, you've been patient. Okay, and that's what it is. Spirit says be patient just a little bit longer. Especially if you're dealing with all this hate, all these projections, these criticisms, these judgments. Just a little bit longer. You are growing, whether you feel like you are or not. Okay. And the star at the bottom of the deck. What did I say? You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be successful. You are the revolution. And they should have gotten with it when they had the chance to get with it. They shouldn't have tried to dim your light. You are not the diamond, baby. You're the one that shines the light on the diamond so we can see it. It's bigger. Your purpose is higher. Your calling is higher. Why? Because you can handle it. You're a spiritual baddie, spiritual daddy. God hired you. Who the fuck's gonna fire you? Where'd it go? They can't fire you. The person or the energy that put you in charge, that gave you your rank, outranks this. You know what I'm saying? You're the star. All right, where are we going? Let's get some angels and ancestors. Let's see what the angels and ancestors have to say. Is it raining? Designed to fit in crowds, I don't belong. Born of darkness. Yeah, see? You see what I mean? All right, we're going to grab this one and this one. And I guess, since I've seen some fire. Y'all put some fire. I've seen, Instagram did. We'll pull some, we'll pull some sassy affirmations too. Hey, 45K likes. Then I'll order like back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. I see you, Instagram. It doesn't tell me how many likes y'all send. Hey, I see the fire. Fire, fire, fire. Making it hot in here. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? What do the angels and ancestors have to say? Yeah, y'all want some sassy affirmations? Y'all want to take it up a notch? Sage, be devoted and committed. So yeah, stay patient, be devoted and committed to what it is that you're doing. Look at this sage here, writing things down. Like I told you, you're protected. Peacock feathers here. That's heavy protection coming in. Yeah, your third eye is blown the fuck open, okay? You're so incredibly intuitive. You see clearly. Summer, it's time for you to bask in joy and light. You've been busy as a bee. Now you're experiencing this abundance, right? Now you can enjoy the honey. A few more. What do the angels and ancestors have to say? High priest, intend and create. Okay, we have the energy of Horus coming through here. I told you, you were being so protected. Some of y'all have, let's see, what we got? Maybe Middle Eastern, like Hinduism, possibly. Ties, or spiritual beliefs, bloodlines here. We've got Egyptian coming through. Maybe you're interested in Egyptian belief systems, or you're studying that type of information, mystery school type of stuff, or bloodlines. Maybe that has something to do with bloodlines. All right, Spirit. What else is here? Angels and ancestors. What do the angels and ancestors have to say? Stand your ground. Stand your fucking ground. Protection guardian. You're being, so much of this protection energy is coming through. Earth angels. My earth angels. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. You're always going to hit target or what it is that it is that you want if you aim higher, you know? Drum, dream and journey. You are a free spirit, okay? And you dance to the beat of your own drum, boo-boo. But you know what? Your tune, your rhythm is what everybody's going to be dancing to. Right? And all this divine feminine, divine masculine energy. High priest, harness mystic power. We have the high priest and the high priestess here. I told you. Spiritual baddies, spiritual daddies. Right? Zaddy home, let them know. Mommy home, let them know. Fucking badasses. Y'all tearing it up. Y'all kicking ass and taking names lately. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of them. Like I said, you know, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing it right anyway. Got all these damn haters. That's your indication. You doing something right. You got it like that. All right, Spirit. That's the highest messages here. That's me. Isabel says, that's me. That's you all day, every day, baby. All right, Spirit. Give me some keepers of the light. What do the keepers of the light have to say? Keepers of the light. Lord Ganesh. I told you. Infinite abundance, right? 888. Somebody was asking me about the number 888. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. That's why you got to be patient. You got to give God, Source, Universe, whatever that looks like for you, enough time to make these shifts happen. Okay? To get the path unblocked to you. Okay? What else is here? Hey, I see you. I see you, Isabel. Look at all that fire. I'm turning up the heat. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So, yeah, that's another thing. People are afraid of you speaking up and speaking the truth because they know that you have the knowledge. They know that you know what's really going on. They know that you can see straight through their lying ass. And they don't want you to expose them. That's why they want you to shut up and sit down. But you refuse to shut up and sit down. Right? Yeah, I'm saying like Dirty Dancing. Nobody put baby in the corner. Why are they fucking trying to put your ass in the corner? Knowing that you got the skill. And at first you didn't even want this position. But you got pushed into it by spirit. You know? That's how a lot of us are. The word teacher, the word leader. It's a little daunting for us. Right? We didn't have to sign up for that shit. But damn. Nobody else to step up to the fucking plate. Spirit says, batter up. You gotta go. Your turn, home skillet. What else is here? What else is here? Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust in the good in yourself and others and see the light in the world. Okay, you know how to see the light in the world. Right? What did I tell y'all? You haven't become like the people who have traumatized you. There's something about you where you can still find blessings in the hardships. You know, you can turn the pain into something beautiful. You can turn the pain into power. You could alchemize the fucking situation. Because you're a fucking spiritual badass. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. You have an important message to share or to teach. And maybe this isn't you like being on a podium somewhere on your high horse teaching something. People may just be following your example. You know? And El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And that's coming in. That's one of the biggest things. You're being protected during this time. Spirit says, be patient. It's on the way. Keep moving. Keep going. One more breath, one more step, one more fight. You got this. It's already on the way. Some of you have already started feeling the trickle or experiencing the trickle of whatever this abundance is, you know. All right, let's get you some sassy affirmations. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. Sassy affirmations. I'm going to cuss you out for a second. If you don't like being a bitch, this is where you need to exit out, scroll up, come back later, do whatever you need to do, boo-boo, okay? I don't want to trigger you. Trigger warning. Okay. Give it to me straight, Spirit. No fluff, no fluff. Listen, bitch. No one else is dwelling on your mistakes. Move the fuck on. That's right. Okay? They want to sit there and give you a hard time. There ain't really nobody dwelling on any mistakes that you made. Someone's trying to make mountains out of molehills when it comes to you. So we're moving the fuck on. We ain't paying attention to it. Listen, bitch. Sometimes letting go is the best way to free yourself. That's exactly what you're doing. You're letting go of the bullshit. You're letting go of the shenanigans. You're letting go of the resentment. Some of y'all are using spite to give yourself a little bit of momentum here. Listen, bitch. Change is good. Embrace that shit. This is a strong suit of you. You know how to embrace the bullshit. You know how to make it work for you. Embrace the hurt, right? Pain is weakness leaving the body is what I just heard. Pain is fucking weakness leaving the body. You got this. You can handle it. It's pain reminds you that you're fucking alive and breathing. Shit. Listen, bitch, don't get so weighed down by your worries that you forget to live. Yeah, y'all don't forget to have fun. Y'all don't forget to celebrate. Don't get so weighed down by all the worries and the stress and the illusions that you forget to live and be happy and to smile and to experience joy, to be grateful, to laugh. Listen, bitch, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? That's where we started this reading. You got to be your own biggest cheerleader. You're setting the tone of how other people are going to show up in your energy and how they're going to treat you, right? So you better be your biggest fucking cheerleader and let people know, like, if you in my circle, you better be fucking cheering me on. If I don't see you over there clapping, homie, you can't be here. Get out the gym. Get out of the stadium. Get out of the seats. Go across over there and sit with the ops. Go sit with the karmics and the Jezebels and the Casanovas and all the other haters. All right, what else? Listen, bitch, tell the negative assholes in your head to sit in a corner for a lifelong timeout. And that's exactly, what did I just say? You putting these people in their place. You putting them in their timeout. They try to put you in the corner and you said, no, No, you don't. You go sit in timeout. You go sit down and cool off. You're being benched. Spirit said, batter's up. It's my turn to swing. You go sit down in the dugout. All right, Spirit, give me just a few more here. Best and highest messages. Listen, bitch, everything you need to get it done is already inside of you. What did I tell you? You are the it fucking thing. You are the power. You are the star. You're not the diamond, boo-boo. We wouldn't even be able to see the diamonds if it wasn't for your light. You shine a light on the diamonds. Everything that you need to get it done is already inside of you. You already have everything that it is that you need. You are already whole. You don't need anything external. You were all that and a bag of fucking chips. Crazy, sexy, cool. All right, Spirit. Give me 2 more. 2 more here. Listen, bitch, don't forget to celebrate the silent battles that you fought and won. And a lot of us have. A lot of us, we have had to face these battles alone. There wasn't a support system. There wasn't anywhere to go to for guidance or help. We had to figure it the fuck out. So don't forget to celebrate those battles that you fought and won. All the times you had to pick yourself up off the floor. All the times that you had to put the pieces back together yourself. All the times you had to put yourself back together. You're a fucking badass. Give me 1 more, Spirit. 1 more here. 1 more here. And listen, bitch. Give yourself the same love you pour out into the world. A lot of y'all are. What'd I say? I know I'm talking about earth angels, my empaths, my light workers, my light warriors, my spiritual gangsters out there. You have a heart of fucking gold. You are not becoming like the people that fucking traumatized you. And as much as it is that we understand there's a lot of low vibrational sleeping people out there, you haven't given up on humanity completely. A lot of y'all are coming to the realization that we must forgive them, for they not know what they do. A lot of us are allowing spirit to step in and just handle the situation, right? We're not focused on getting revenge. We're not focused on getting our lip back. We're not in competition with anybody that we're only in competition with the person that we were yesterday, right? We're not even focused on these people, on these energies, on this bullshit. You're focused on your own abundance. You're focused on your own goals, your own aspirations, your own fucking journey, your own healing, yourself. And a lot of y'all are incredibly loving. You're just learning that not everybody deserves for you to pour into them the way that it is that you pour. It's a hard lesson to learn. Why do we do that? We're so good at giving others grace, yet I know, Laura. She says, why do we do that? We're so good at giving others grace, yet we're so hard on ourselves. I need to work on this. I know. Y'all don't forget to give yourself grace. I have to remind myself that all the time, multiple times a day. It's like, what was it? I was doing a private service for somebody. And there's a lot of like background noise, and there's a lot of like disruptions and distractions and everything. And like, I was getting upset. I was getting frustrated. I was being really hard on myself, you know, but there's only so much I can do, right? I've got 4 kids. I have had to move back in with my parents because I'm waiting on my divorce to finalize, right? Done hit hard times, you know, and there's just a lot of stuff going on right now. But I was beating myself up over like the distractions were going, you know, it's like, I don't know if it's going to resonate. I was having a hard time concentrating, you know, and I was just really beating myself up over it. And I was like, why am I doing this? This person, they didn't give 2 shits about all the distractions. They didn't even notice the distraction in the background, right? And that's usually what it is. It's stuff that I can usually tie into the reading anyway, right? It's an alignment or you know, it's just in the energy. And it ended up aligning with whatever it was that she was going through or whatever, you know? And that's what I was telling myself after I read her feedback, you know? It's like, why are you beating yourself up? You're being too hard on yourself. Right? Quit trying to be a perfectionist all the time. I have to remind myself that all the time. But anyway, all right, y'all. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. I'm so incredibly grateful for y'all popping in here and hanging out with me if you caught the live. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit that little gray notification bell so you can see me again and you know when I make more posts like this one. If y'all are looking for personal readings, I have those open. I won't be doing any personal readings this evening, so I'll pick that up tomorrow. I'll definitely be here tomorrow. So it's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended. First come, first serve. All right. And if you're looking for private services, I have hex and curse removals, energy cleansings, cord cuttings, distance Reiki, the private readings. I think I said that. All the decks some of the decks that you saw me use here. Okay. This connected and protected deck is on there. This is my most popular one that it is that y'all are interested in, is the Lady Leo Love Messages deck. My Starseed Situations deck is on there. It looks like this. Y'all can find those at my website, ladyleospiritual.com. All right. Let me go up on the comments real quick before I hop off here. Thank y'all so much. Where are we at? 51.1K likes on TikTok at 2:22 a.m. Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Instagram, thank you for all the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the watch time. Thank you for your support and love. I'm so grateful for you. Let me ring the bell for you. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. All right, y'all, this is where I'm going to hop off here. Love and light from Australia. Oh my gosh. All the way in Australia. I'm in the Mississippi, by the way, if y'all are new here. Of all places on the planet, I'm in the Mississippi. I'm close to the river. Sending you love, healing, and support energy. You had a whole army of people that support you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, Laura. Thank you. Easy does it. For real, we can all be the clearness mirrors for others and tap into the unity between the illusion of separation and Cam and your power. But give yourself the unconditional love that you will always have. That's true. You got to give yourself love too. You know, you got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to believe in yourself. Love and light from Las Vegas. Oh my goodness. UK. Cincinnati, Connecticut. Hey. Oh my gosh, y'all. Los Angeles, California, LA. I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. See, that's the good thing about the internet, y'all. That Aquarian energy. It's not all bad. We can connect faster than we've ever been able to connect with others from all over the world. Isn't that incredible? And this is also, oh my gosh, from Florida. How you doing? Some more California. I see all you, Cali. I see you, Cali. More Australia. Look at all the Aussies in here. Send all that love and light back to you, times 10. Some more UK. Hey, y'all. See? Possibilities are endless. Infinite possibilities. Some of y'all are. Y'all going to go international. Texas, Wyoming, Oklahoma. Oh my gosh, y'all are from all over the place. Y'all, you're going to make me cry. Don't put me in my feelings. Don't make me mushy. All right, I gotta go. I love you, Star Seeds. Y'all don't forget to subscribe to me over on YouTube. Follow on Instagram. It's all at Lady Leo Spiritual. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever it is that you got going on, okay? I love you, Star Seeds. Keep up the good work. Keep shining that light bright. And you know I'm going to say it. If your light ain't here to take nobody's demons, boo-boo, turn up the heat. Blind their eyes out, collective. Until next time. Love and light.